Okay, so a lot of people have been asking me to make a tutorial on how to play as the versus mode characters in story mode in Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. So the way I do it is I use Action Replay Max. When I record these videos, I do it through an emulator, but this works on original hardware as well. So what you want to do is boot up Action Replay Max. Okay, now you want to let the code list load. Okay, so once the code list loads, you're going to scroll down to Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. This is how I have it saved. And what you want to do is you want to input a couple of Joker codes. Now I'm going to leave all these codes in the description of the video, but it's important that you include the Joker code for the characters that you want to play as from versus mode, as well as the main characters like Liu Kang and Kung Lao. So after you put all those codes in, you want to press start, and then you want to launch the game with codes. You don't want to launch it without codes, you want to launch it with codes. Okay, now you want to switch your disc from Action Replay Max to Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Now, on original hardware, how you would do that is you'd hit the eject button, take the Action Replay Max disc out, and then put Mortal Kombat in, and then press OK. But for emulator, it's a little different. So if you're using an emulator, you want to, how I have to do it usually, is I go to change disc, and then sometimes I have to hit from file, then hit cancel, and then I press Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. So here, if you see this prompt, just hit swap disc, and then press OK. Now that we've pressed OK, the game is going to load with the cheats enabled. Okay, now that we're at the main menu screen, you can pick any character you want. It doesn't matter. During this cutscene, you want to press the Joker code. You want to input the Joker code that corresponds to the character you want to play as. So right now I'm going to press L3 and L2. And you really only have to press it once, but you can press it multiple times if you want. Now when we skip this cutscene, when the game loads, you'll be playing as the character that you want to play as. So if you've done it correctly, you should see the character load in. Oh yeah, and see L3, L2 is Baraka. And now you can play as him in story mode. But there's a slight issue. And that's when you get to the part right before you fight Kitana, you have to perform a mortality, which obviously Baraka and the other versus mode characters don't have. So there's a workaround for that. Okay, so when you get to the portal here, instead of just jumping right through, you want to use the save shrine right here. And you want to pick any save file you want. After the game is saved, you want to hit exit game. Okay, now we want to load the game. So we want to load the save file we just saved, which is the one right here. And as the game is loading, we want to press L3 and cross, or L3 and X. You might have to press it multiple times just to make sure. And there we go. Okay, you might have to hold it. I had some problems there. You might have to hold the button, but you should switch to Liu Kang. So now you can go through the portal. And after you go through the portal, you want to continue the game as usual up until you get to the mortality part. Okay, so here, all right, we're going to collect the mortality token, and we're going to perform the mortality. Okay, cool. So now that we did that, you now have two options. You can either go back through the portal to the Wuxi Academy. Okay, Raiden interrupted me. You can either go back to the save shrine, or you can do what I'm going to show you and just go up to the save shrine that's close to the top of the tower, right before you fight Kitana. Okay, so at this save shrine right here, we're going to save. And we're going to exit the game. So we're basically going to do what we did earlier. All right, so now we're going to load the game. We're going to input the Joker code for the character we want to play as. So as the screen is loading, I'm going to press L3 and L2. I'm going to press it multiple times just to make sure I pressed it right. And we should load in as Baraka. Yep, here you go. So now you can continue the game on like normal because the mortality has been unlocked. and you can even fight Kitana. All right, now before you fight Reptile, there's a similar problem. In Reptile's lair, there's a brutality token. But there you do the same thing. You use the save shrine outside, you load in as Liu Kang, you get the brutality, you go back outside, save, hit the Joker code, and then you can play as the character you want to play it as. So I hope this tutorial was helpful and useful. Thank you.